Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Friday Night Lights on this Good Friday from Salem, Illinois. We're coming to you live from Jim Fink Field, where the 1-1 Columbia Eagles take on the 1-1 Salem Wildcats. Jared Germain and Alex Schlemmer along with you once again tonight on a brisk night where we are on top of the press box. Something you don't see too often anymore, Jared.
Yeah, not too much anymore. I know back in the day, Columbia used to have, before our new press box that we have, I know the coaches used to film from up there, so I've never really been up here above a press box myself, but it's a little chilly, but I kind of like our setup up here.
Not too bad of a setup. We had a little bit of an issue at the start of it. We had everything set up. Salem came up and said, nope, not good enough. You guys got to go down below, but we compromised and we slid on down to the left a little bit. We'd like to apologize right away. We are running on a cell phone once again this week, so we'll try to keep on top of that as much as we can. Comment, write to us, whatever you need to do, and we'll get the items fixed as quick as we can. A little bit about last week. Columbia coming off an 18-12 loss at Breeze Central, and a soggy night. Not a very good ball game, but it could have been a lot worse too.
Yeah, came out. It was a good all-around game. I mean, we had a lot of sloppy plays that we could have been a lot better on. As you see here, we scored first with an 85-yard touchdown from Colin McLaren to London Little with about 15 seconds left in the first quarter. London Little, again, showing himself this year that he can do a lot of things, showing that he can put the team on his back in crucial situations. So I'm looking for a big game from him again this week.
Absolutely. Offensively, we didn't do too much. And you saw there, McLaren 200 yards passing. Rushing-wise, though, we only had 62 yards rushing, and something you always talk to Coach Horner about. Get the line of scrimmage, control the line of scrimmage, and not something we did last week. Hopefully we can do something a little bit different. Defensively, we didn't give up too many yards. We gave up 174 yards on the ground, but, you know, we didn't give ourselves very good chances to win the game. How many times did we jump off sides on third down?
4 or 5 times, I would say. I know we had a lot, like I said, we had a lot of penalties that Coach Horner probably emphasized this week in practice and said we can't be jumping off sides like we did last week, and just cleaning up all the way around. So that's something to look forward to this week.
And how many times do we also say, be smart, don't do anything stupid here? Not saying that the pass that got pick six was a stupid pass, but, you know, that kind of stuff happens. You just got to be smart. The big thing is, something that you don't want to see is your starting safety be your leading tackler, and that's what we have this year in Dominic Vagley. Not because he's making tackles 20 yards down the field. He's running the alleys, and you love seeing that, but leading the way with 16 tackles, 1 interception, and the big thing coming back this week's Kyle Jackson, our week 1 leading tackler. He's going to have to clog the middle up for us tonight in this big Central offense.
Yeah, especially some for Coach Germain. That's something really big that he has to deal with this year. Up front, he's not going to have the biggest guys in the game on the defensive side of the ball every week, so these linebackers have to come ready to play, and with Don Vagley coming stepping into play as a sophomore with leading the team in tackles for the first 2 weeks, I'd say he's doing a pretty good job at that, and also doing a decent job on the offensive side of the ball at the quarterback position also.
Absolutely. We got with Dom and Kyle Jackson this week, and this is what they had to say.
I think it's great that we get to play. I get to play one last time with all these guys. I love playing with all these guys. We have a great time playing together. I think we're a pretty good team. We have good chemistry. And I think all around, I think we're just a good group of guys. And I think we're doing pretty good this year on defense. I think the secondary's really stepped it up. The linemen, they're stepping it up even though we've got a couple injuries. But yeah, I think we're doing pretty good all around. They're going to throw a bunch of formations at us, and we just got to be ready to line up with those formations and execute. I think it'll be a good competition. It'll be maybe a close game. And I think we'll play well against them.
I mean, the center's kind of it's just more getting the ball back there, and you got to get it right to them, or else they're gonna scramble with it, and it's putting up blocks. And I know we put in two different kind of blocking schemes, which is more of a double team, because I think their line's a little bit bigger than. I mean, we're not a very big line, but I think they're a little bit bigger than us, so I think we just have to run our feet and double team every once in a while when we need it. Just keep.
You see Dom there wearing that practice jersey with the skull and crossbones. That's something new that they do. Just showing the guy who's not afraid to get after it, and the one that's going to go lay the boom, as your dad would like to say, lay the juice.
Lay the juice, or bring the juice, as we should definitely do this week. Coming off, like we said earlier, that last week loss, that we definitely need to bring the juice. Guys up front need to come to play, and vaguely, and it's nice to have Kyle Jackson back on the field, another big man that's going to snap the ball for us.
Absolutely. So now, about just under 14 minutes to go till kickoff. Flip over to this week. We come in facing the Salem Wildcats, like we said earlier, 1-1. Coming in, just got off a loss last week to Alton Marquette, I believe it was. Eagles, 1-1 as well, and this will be the third time that the Eagles and the Wildcats will play each other. Columbia leads the series 3-0, or no, yeah, 3-0.
Yeah, it'll be the fourth time we play.
This will be the fourth time. Leads the series 3-0. Columbia has scored 35 or more points every time and given up 15 or less. Last year, I believe it was 42-0. So Columbia's got Salem's number, I guess you'd call it, and you just hope that the success carries over tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Going back to 4 years ago, they were added to our conference, which we really knew nothing about Salem. So having a new team on your schedule, and a lot of these guys have never really played Salem before. So it should definitely. It's a 2-hour bus ride, so you got to remember that 2 hours is a long time on a bus. So you got to come up here and get off the bus and be ready to play.
Absolutely. Salem comes in tonight 1-1, scoring about 43 points, I believe, for the season, 42 points for the season, giving up 34. So pretty even team, 1-1, coming off the loss last week to Alton Marquette at 28-21. Can put up some points. They're going to give up some points. You look at what they got out there in pregame. They got some size at line. Columbia's not overly big this year like we have been. You like to think that your athletes will be able to take over. And something else that we got going tonight, Columbia 1-1, have not gone 1-2 under Coach Horner since 2005, believe it or not, and Coach Horner, he likes to start hot and heavy at the beginning of the seasons, get the wins on.
Comes off a loss, usually that next week of practice, I won't say is tough, but he just, and you see it in him every week. Every time you see him step on the field, he's giving the guys the best opportunity to win, and Coach Horner's just always ready for the next battle.
Absolutely. Another stat, crazy as it might seem, the last time Columbia was under 500, 3,816 days ago, or October 22nd, 2010, when we lost to the Nashville Hornets by the score of 49-14, a game that we had to win. If we won, we're in the playoffs. If we don't win, we go home. Well, we went home, so pretty impressive to say 10 years since the Eagles have been under 500.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Earlier tonight, we got with Coach Kendall, and we had conversations about special teams this week, something we don't always talk about. Coach Kendall this week before the Salem game. Coach Kendall, you got a two-headed monster in the backfield with all kickoffs and punts and that with London Little and Kyle McConaughey. How much fun is your job just getting those two guys the ball and having fun with them?
They make my job super easy. You know, it's fun to be able to put them back there and know that anytime they get that ball in their hands, we can score a touchdown. You know, any given play, they got that ball, it could put 6 on the board.
Absolutely, and then, so that's the fun play.
Yeah.
The not-so-fun play is the PAT that nobody really pays attention to. Last year with Nick Horner, this year with Wibbs. Not too many missed PATs. Where does that start? Do you start? I know that's back when you were going to college and that you're that kind of guy. How do you get that transformed, and how do you be so successful on that?
You know, with Wibbs this year, he's been doing it for 4 years now. That's just consistency. You know, it's muscle memory. It's a lot like a golf shot. And Wibbs is an easy kid to work with. He does all the work. You know, it's just fine-tuning things.
Fair enough. Hour 45-minute bus ride. You come off a loss last week to Breeze Central. How do you get the guys going this week on a different week?
Hey, it's a business trip anytime you take a road trip. They're out here. They're ready to go. You can see it in pregame. But it's just a business trip.
Fair enough. Good luck on this business trip today and get the job done. So we talk about having London Little all the time and how great of an athlete he is. You got McConaughey back there too, and like we saw last week against Breeze Central, you stack the guys on top of each other, you don't give out your hand, and then you kind of let those guys go be athletes and go get the football wherever a ball's kicked off in a kickoff situation.
Yeah, especially that's something that we've said the last 2 years with London Little. Definitely on the kickoff return side of the ball. I mean, if you get him in open space, he can pretty much do anything. He can take it to the house at any time. So I bet it's nice for Coach Kendall Randall and Coach Horner to have a guy like London Little and just to get the ball in his hands and see him do his magic it's pretty nice.
Absolutely, and something that we always say whenever there's a PAT about to be said or about to be taken, good snap, good hold, good kick. That's crucial. Last week we missed the first one, or we didn't even go for it, I believe. So, I mean, you put yourself in a bind right there, and then you put yourself in a bad spot when you have to go for 2 later in the game.
Absolutely, yeah.
So then, what's our last thought today? We got to have a prediction for tonight's game.
Yeah, I'm going to go 20-7 Columbia Eagles. I'm going to take, I think we're going to come out. I think Coach Horner's going to want to sling it around a little bit. So I'm thinking that's going to be his mindset coming in. So I'm going to say 20-7 Eagles.
I'm going to go 35-14. Got to go with the athletes. I think we're going to put up some points. I think we might give up some points, but when it boils down to it, hopefully our athletes can out-athlete them and get the ball down the field and see if we can get a win.
Absolutely.
We're about 8 minutes away from kickoff. We're going to send it to a break, and we will be back right after the national anthem.
Welcome to Jim Fink's Field.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Jim Fink Field and Salem Wildcats and the Columbia Eagles get ready for a Week 3 matchup here in the Cahokia Conference. Jared, what do you got for your predictions are the keys to the game?
So the keys to the game tonight, definitely over the past few weeks, we've seen, as we said earlier, Dominic Vagley getting a lot of tackles, 14 tackles, leading the team in tackles this year. So something coming in, we definitely need our front seven to play better. Our front 4, and our 3 linebackers need to step up, get some more tackles, and just open more lanes for these linebackers to make plays. And the other one is keep the Salem offense off the field. Our defense needs to come out and get the ball in our offense's hands so we can get it in our athletes' hands and let them run and go to work.
I agree with you there. We had opportunities to get our offense back on the field last week, like we said, and it wasn't working for us. Salem coming out on the field now. We got fireworks taking off from the baseball field. Neat little twist. They were supposed to have a little banner that they ran through, but I think somebody pulled it a little hard when they were trying to stretch it. Took a tumble. Salem's going to come out, green pants, green tops, green helmets. Columbia's going to come out, white bottom, white top, white helmets.
As we stare into the sun.
We will be staring into the sun. Usually we can't see around the walls in the press box. We can't see with the sun this week.
Pretty nice view up here, though.
Absolutely. We will send it over to the Salem Wildcats band for the national anthem, and we will be back right after that.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise in harbor posture as the marching Wildcats lead us with the playing of the national anthem under the direction of drum majors Chloe Beal and Hayden Hartwig.
A very nice rendition of the national anthem by Salem's marching band.
It's very quiet right here, Alex.
The Salem Wildcats fight song now. Jared looking over at our sideline. Not a night that Columbia traveled too well. Usually got the fence lined up at least. I counted about 60 people there on that sideline. So I guess everybody wants to listen to our wonderful broadcast.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's always waiting for us on Fridays.
Absolutely. Make sure you let us know where you're listening from, where you're watching from. Leave a message on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Let us know where you're coming from. We will be getting ready here shortly. Now, did you ever play Salem, or was this after you were in high school?
The first year we played them, I was actually a senior, so we played them at home. We didn't really know what to expect. I mean, coming into your conference, I mean, playing a team for the first year, you never really know what to expect. So
The Franklin Park.
it was pretty fun. I think we won 49-0, something like that. So.
Thank you.
Salem just held a moment of silence for a student that just passed away today, and another brother was on the football team, I believe they said was a sophomore. Last time we were up here was a Thursday evening when they had torrential downpours coming, so they said, hey, we're not going to play on Friday, let's move it up to Thursday. And you look down here to our left side, there's a big gully going all the way around the football field. If they get any sort of rain, they're going to have some issues down here.
Yeah, it looks like we're in it's like a bowl or a pit almost, but if you get pushed out of bounds, you better watch an ankle because Could definitely roll an ankle over there on that
Absolutely.
sideline.
That left pylon back here next to us here, it almost looks like it is going downhill at the very last second. So, like you said, if somebody has to run over, they're not going to be able to stop and get too much time there.
I came prepared tonight, Alex. I got my gloves. I got my hat. Not going to be too cold, I don't think.
Your hoodie, your jacket, your gloves, your hat. I've got a long sleeve T-shirt and a fleece. I'm a little envious of you right now.
Yeah, sun's about to go down, so it's about to get a little chillier.
Well, that's enough talk about pregame football. It's Eagle football time.
23, Adam Wibbenmeyer.
Wib coming into the season, getting pretty used to him just booting it into the end zone here for us and giving us great field position for the defense to start over. Wibby steps up, he's going to send it left to right, and he sends it deep where it looks like it will be caught, and it's going to be muffed at about the goal line. Columbia on the good pursuit. They got about the 15-yard line. Number 2 is going to get away, spin around, keep his feet moving, and he's going to get out past the 25-yard line.
The kickoff return.
We're the Salem against this potent defense of the Columbia Eagles. Salem watched their film. They tried to hard count right away. Columbia much more disciplined this week. 3 down linemen, 3 linebackers. For the Eagles, they're going to hand the ball off to their side where they're going to get the first down and a little bit more, get to the sideline where finally number 2, Aaron Two-Train, will bring down the running back Sean Bailey after a probably 20-yard run.
Little 28's a little quick thing. I didn't expect this. 2 outside runs, outside zones to start out the game. That's all they're doing, running a little outside zone. First to the left, and then next play, run it to the other side of the field and say, let's get a first down.
Number 9, Quentin Purcell, the quarterback, 6'1", 220, coming out with some size with the quarterback. He's going to go under center this time. Doubles to the left side, high formation with the tight end. Going to turn around, fake it to the fullback, throw it to the left side. Going to be brought down. What a great tackle by London Little. And another great play there by number 14, Colin Saigon, stepping up and disrupting that play from the start.
And London Little right there, he just has a nose for the football. He saw the fake fullback dive and saw the quarterback flip it out to the left to the running back, and he had a straight nose for the football, flew straight down the line, made a great ankle tackle.
11 to go.
Lost
Columbia.
the play, ball on the Columbia 41. Columbia's going to have 3 down linemen. They're going to send a linebacker up close. They're going to call him a defensive end for the purpose of it. Going to hand the ball off to number 44. He's going to go up the middle, try to bend to the right side, and he's going to get popped by a defensive back. We'll have to see who it is, and then a swarm tackle by the rest of the defense coming in.
Like Two-Train
and company.
And Vaguely in there on the tackle. And Vaguely seems to be almost in every play. Every time I see down there and there's a tackle made, it looks like Vaguely is always, there's always a white hat with number 12 on it right there. So that's always good to see from a sophomore.
It's through.
Week 1, your dad said he wanted to bring the juice and swarm tackle. It's always a good thing whenever the announcers just go, a swarm of Eagles. They don't even know who's in the play. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 4 for the Wildcats. Back to shotgun. Trips to the left, running back to the right. Going to be a bubble pass to number 22, and it's going to go over his head.
Oh, no.
Over his head and incomplete. Bring up a 4th down.
Thought it was almost a live ball, but he threw it a little bit ahead of him, so. I don't know why they got away from the outside run there. They were 2 straight runs and almost 2 straight first downs, but good defense there by the Eagles to come up with a 4th down.
Going to send London Little deep. He's going to be at about the 10-yard line. Going to be noted to say punting into the wind. Watch the football here, too. Good snap. Going to get the punt off, and it's going to be down at the 18, and it's going to do a Salem bounce, and it will be down at the 6-yard line. We will head to break where the Columbia Eagles offense will take over from the 6.
21, Bryson Quinn.
Dominic Vagley gets the start tonight, the sophomore. Going to take the first handoff and give it to London Little, who's not going to get anything out of it. Nice to say, London Little and Dominic Vagley in the backfield with Kyle McConaughey. A lot of speed there in the backfield.
Yeah, definitely. Putting London Little back there is definitely a big threat. I think he only has 3 or 4 rush attempts this year for only 16, 17 yards. So definitely look for him to get the ball in his hands on a rushing attempts a lot more.
Trips to the left side, McConaughey the pistol back. Going to be a straight handoff, and it's going to be fumbled. And it's going to be, I think, recovered by Dom, who fell on it.
Salem looks like they're pointing their way.
I thought wrong.
Recovered by the Wildcats.
Can't make mistakes. Talk about it every week. So with the fumble, the Wildcats will take over at about the 6-yard line, 7-yard line maybe, with 8 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter of this ball game. Just looked like it was a fumble on the snap or on the handoff, I believe, getting up to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, most likely just sticking it in his belly. Must have not clamped down on it right, or had the wrong arm on top. So definitely a heartbreaker there. They get the ball inside the 10 here after that fumble.
Looks like we're going to go a little wishbone here. Putting everybody underneath the line of scrimmage. Quarterback under center, going to turn around, hand it to the fullback, and he's going to get a couple yards. I don't think he's going to get a touchdown. He's going to get about the 1-yard line, where he's brought down by a swarm of Eagles led by Oliver Schrader.
I think something we heard earlier in that interview with Don Vagley too said Coach Germain was throwing a bunch of different formations and sequences at him this week, because Salem comes out with a bunch of different formations that they can throw at you and run a lot of different plays that the defense has to be ready for.
Salem going to have it about the 2 or 3 yard line, same formation, split out to the right side. Quarterback under center, they're going to run it the other way, this time with number 34, and he's going to get in for a touchdown. Quick lead for the Salem Wildcats, 6-0 with 7:56 remaining in the first quarter.
For a Wildcat touchdown!
They're not playing with these fireworks back here.
Oh, they're not. Those are pretty loud ones.
Red Bud used to always have them. They always had those little ones. They were just annoying.
Those are pretty.
These back here
booming.
are pretty impressive.
Looks like their quarterback is also their kicker. So
To keep the point after, number 9, Quentin Purcell.
Number 9, Quentin Purcell is a senior.
Kick is no good.
No good. We talked about it. That's a big play right there now. Get a little bit of momentum going, but you look over at the Columbia sideline right now.
everybody's walking.
A lot of walking. You come off a tough loss last week. Don't want to have any letdowns. You got to figure out how to rebound though.
Especially a lot of room to get better this game. I mean, it's still early. Only, 4 or 5 minutes have gone by. Still get the ball back right here. So offense needs to come out and redeem themselves.
In a game like this, you almost want to have a guy. You want to have the guy come out, and you want to have him do something. Set the tone, yeah. Like we just said, a lot of guys standing around. You look in the back, they're 5, 10 yards or 5, 6 yards off the sideline there. So want to have somebody set the tone, get a big reception, get a big tackle, do something. Because all the momentum right now and all the noise is coming from right here. I don't really see too much over on our side over there.
At number 28, London Little.
Kyle McConaughey and London Little back at the 20-yard line. Kicking into the wind here is Purcell. You got to look at that 2 train, and it's going to be a pooch kick where it's going to be caught by a Columbia Eagle. It looks like Malding maybe, who's going to take it up to about the 39. I believe that's number 20, right?
Yep. It is.
So Andrew Malding. So not too bad of speed. You got 2 train, Malding, McConaughey, and Little. I'll give all 4 of those guys the football.
Oh, definitely. Offense coming back out on the field. Looks like Don Bagley going to stay in at quarterback with McConaughey as his lone running back, standing to his left.
10 for the Columbia, ball thrown, 39-yard line.
Doubles for the Eagles. Running back to Vagley's left side is McConaughey. He's going to take the snap, look to the left side right away. Just a simple hitch caught by Malding.
Nice move.
5-yard route turns into an 11-yard gain. Good for Columbia Eagles, first down.
And that's just a simple hitch route there. Threw it to the outside shoulder. Catch the ball about 5-6 yards downfield, turn, and get a couple yards.
Number 20, Andrew Mulder.
That might be Coach Warner right there just saying, hey, we're going to go back down to basics. Vegs, get your first completion, and let's just get this thing moving. Same formation. This time we'll have McConaughey be the pistol back. Going to be right up the middle. He's going to get about 3 or 4. We're just going right at him right there on that play.
McConaughey, the ball carrier.
Looks like, looking at the line, it looks like they don't got too many bigger guys in us. It looks like about even. So up front, should be a good battle to watch.
London Little in the slot down to the bottom with Wibbemeyer. McConaughey at the pistol back. Going to be another handoff up the middle. He's going to bend it to the outside, do a spin move, and where he's going to get hit. After a gain of 3 or 4, that spin move dangerous. You're going right into somebody who's running full steam, head of steam at you.
Yeah, that's something. Spinning, especially with these safeties coming down hard downfield with their head straight down, looking to make a tackle.
3rd down and 2 for the Eagles. Double formation, running back to the left. Going to hand the ball off. Nope, it's going to be a fake. Dom's going to keep it. He's going to just try to bowl his way through, and I think he's going to.
This
Forward momentum should give him a first down.
Vaguely, the ball carrier. Tackled by Wildcats number 9, Quentin Purcell.
Looks like they're going to give him the first down. It will move the 6 for the Columbia Eagles as Dom Bagley picks up a big first down there to keep the drive going for the Eagles.
Columbia on the Wildcat 40-yard line.
Coach Horner yelling at somebody on the side or on the line of scrimmage. I really couldn't hear who it was. Going to do a quick switch of the formation. We're going to send London to the left side in the slot with 2 Train and Wibbs. Malding to the right side, out here by himself. 3 down linemen for the Wildcats. It's going to be a toss to Wibbs and another drop. We've seen that a couple times this year already.
Yeah, Wibbemeyer, he hasn't been much of a wide receiver in the past. Seen him a lot of like a tight end, more of a sniffer back, kind of like a jumbo guy to bring in for more of the heavy guys. But yeah, we've seen 2 or 3 drops from him this year. I mean, there's still a lot of work to be done. It's hard coming from like a lineman spot to become a skills guy. So definitely look forward to Adam getting better at this position.
Wibbs 3 receptions for 17 yards on the season. Going to hand the ball off up the middle to London Little this time. He's going to try to break it to the outside. He's going to keep his feet moving. Dom's going to try to give him an extra block. Maybe 3-4 yards. And give yourself a little bit more of a manageable 3rd down here.
And it looks like every team we're going to run into, they're going to know who number 28 is. So they're going to have at least 2 guys on him everywhere he goes, most likely, just based off of his yards and his catches this year already. I mean, he's just an electric player.
Dom's going to take the snap, going to throw the out route here to London Little, who's going to make it to about the 31, and he needed the 30. I think you're going to be about a yard short. Brings up a 4th down and 1. You got the wind to your back, but 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1. I think you got to go for it.
You got to keep your offense on the field here and go for it. Looks like I hear heavy from all the way over there, and looks like we're going to bring the heavy set in.
So that brings off London and 2 Train. Brings on Schrader and number 62, Jason Kaczynski for the Eagles.
32-yard line.
Dom goes under center. No secret what's coming here. I'm going to say power to the right side.
Most likely.
Dom under center. We had a little bit of movement, but it wasn't seen, and that's all right because McConaughey's going to get 10 yards, and that's going to be good for another Columbia Eagles first down.
Looks like we do have a lineman slow to get up back here.
Tackled by Wildcat number 21,
Eagles.
Bryson Quinn.
Can't really see a number. Looks like maybe 72.
With the injured Eagle, we will send it to a break, and we will be right back to Salem, Illinois.
The Wildcat, 24-yard
Welcome
line.
back, ladies and gentlemen, where the Eagles will take the handoff and go to London Little right up the middle. Easton Andrews was the injured Eagle on the play. London Little just goes straight up the middle. And Columbia once again comes out in a new formation. Trying to formation them to death this year, Coach Horner.
And it looks like we're going to do a lot of formations just to get the ball in our playmakers' hands. You've seen 2 or 3 different formations of just getting the ball in London's hands just off runs. So definitely seeing a lot of different formations that Coach Horner probably put in this week to get the ball in London's hands.
Trips left for the Eagles, going to be just 4 verts down the middle of the field, and it's going to be intended for number 2, Aaron Two-Train. Gets popped on the play. Not a bad ball, just quick and right there at him, but a good play by the Salem defense there.
Yeah, looked like just 3 straight verticals right there, man-to-man coverage. Wanted to take it to the field, and safety was sitting right there, made a good play, and the other safety came across Two-Train's face and popped him right in the mouth.
I like that play too. We've shown that we've moved the football, so you take a chance there. Brings up a 3rd and 6. Manageable for this offense and these athletes here. Gonna fake the handoff to McConaughey. Dom's gonna keep it. He's gonna bust it to the outside. He needs to get upfield, and he does. He might have a touchdown. He's gonna keep his feet moving. He's gonna spin. He's gonna get close. He's going to
short at the 1.
Short of the 1.
Vaguely the ball carrier.
Oh, they're gonna mark a yard short. Not even inside the 1.
Good play by Dom there. Busting it to the outside, keeping his feet moving.
They are chatting, though.
Salem coach
They're calling a fumble.
They're calling a fumble into the end zone, which will be a touchback.
What?
Where the Salem offense will take over. Didn't see that happen.
I did not see that at all. Now 2 fumbles for the Columbia Eagles. 1 inside your own 5-yard line and 1 inside the other 10-yard line. So
inside the other 1-yard line.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So with that, field possession turns around too. Now the ball comes out to the 20 rather than just being the 1-yard line.
Man, that's a heartbreaker. That was a good pull, good read there. Yeah, it was a third and about 6.
Little reminiscent of a Fairbury Prairie Central play there. 1-yard line, fumbles it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Comes out, I formation, doubles to the right side. Quarterback's going to turn around, hand it to the fullback. Going to be sniffed out right away by 4 or 5 Columbia Eagles. Looks to be Wibbs leading the way. Good to see the linebackers. We talked about the front 7. You almost challenge them and say, hey, we need you to play better this week. And so far, it looks like they are stepping up.
Yeah, I don't even think we've seen 1 pass attempt yet from Salem. So definitely stepping up a little bit. I know that first drive wasn't really, it was kind of tough to stop them inside the 10-yard line. So, but we're seeing a pretty better job than last week from this run game.
3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Columbia trails at 6-0. Salem going to have a quick pass play to the right side, and it's going to be caught and miss a tackle by number 28, London Little. Another missed tackle, but finally taken out of bounds after about 10 yards, and good for a Salem Wildcat first down.
That was just a simple little bubble route to the right side. 2 wide receivers blocking for that receiver, getting the ball and turns upfield, gets about 8-9 yards for a first down.
If Salem's trying to keep the ball out of the Columbia Eagles offense hands, they're doing a great job. Like we said earlier, we need to get our offense back onto the field. Salem absolutely winning the time of possession right now. Shotgun for Salem. They're going to hand the ball off. They're going to run up the middle. Going to get a good 9 yards before getting brought down by number 20, Andrew Maulding, I believe, on the tackle.
By Columbia, number 28.
For my prediction, all I need is 20 points, and I'll be right on.
That's all you need. Going to bring up a 2nd down and inches.
Gets pretty quiet around here.
Yeah, there's no real feel to this game yet at this point. 2:30 remaining in the first quarter from Jim Fink Field at Salem High School.
42-yard line.
Coach Germain changing the defensive formation right now. They're sending a man on the blitz, and that's Wibbemeyer. He's going to miss the blitz, but it's sniffed out right away. But I think it's going to be good for a Wildcat first down.
Tackled by Columbia number 65, Owen Brewer. Not before that.
You
They
listen,
are moving the sticks there. What was that?
you listen to these Salem coaches, they just start screaming out names. I don't know. I guess everybody knows what's going on. They're just screaming last names, and guys are running on and off. First and 10 for the Wildcats from their own 43-yard line, leading the Eagles 6-0 after the Columbia fumble inside their 10-yard line made it quick and easy for Salem to score the first touchdown. Doubles to the left side. Fullback left, going to be a quick pass play, going to be a little hitch to number 2. Brought down after a 5-6-yard gain by Dominic Vagley.
Tackled by Columbia.
His quarterback looks pretty good on his read so far in this game. He's only threw the ball probably 3 times now. That was probably the first pass he's thrown downfield. The other 2 probably screen passes to his right and left side. But all of his reads have looked to be pretty nice. Reading each linebacker on the outside zones and pulling it whenever he wants so he can put his head down and run. So quarterback for Salem looking like he knows what he's doing.
3 down lineman. Schrader comes over to the right side with the tight end. Gonna fake, gonna be a bootleg to the right side. Gonna have a man wide open at number 22. He's got some big yards. He's got a bunch of blockers. He's got to make one man miss, and it's gonna be a fumble. And that's gonna go into the end zone. And that's gonna go out of bounds. Great job, London Little, running the play down.
Wow.
We need a guy to make the play and be the dude.
Your backside.
That's your backside corner. Great job. That's gonna be something that Coach Horner highlights on film on Saturday morning.
Forces a fumble into the end zone. When is the last time we've seen 2 forced fumble in a quarter?
For Columbia.
So it's going to be a first and 10 for the Eagles.
What's going on around here?
So now you got the offense back on the field, but you look over at that sideline, still nothing.
No energy.
Still nothing.
That's a huge play right there from your senior leader.
Doubles for the Eagles, running back to the right side, going to be quick hitches. Dom doesn't see anybody, so now he's got to just have to make something out of nothing. He's going to get a couple yards.
Blow the whistle.
Dom wanted a little bit of a rhythm play there, and I don't think London and Wibb were ready for it.
Number 52, Bryce Krebs and company.
How about that, though? 2 forced fumbles into the end zone, forcing a touchback in the same quarter.
Going to be one more play in the first quarter.
6 to go.
30 seconds remaining in the quarter.
Line.
Doubles to the left side. Double running backs in the backfield with Vagley. He's going to fake the handoff to
he's got him right here.
Scramble to the right side. He's going to throw to Kyle McConaughey, who's going to try to make a cutback and get a couple extra yards. Flag in the backfield next to the offensive lineman.
Most likely a holding. And it is.
Holding on the Eagles. So your first big 20-yard gain going to be brought back, but I like a little bit of hope there. We're moving the football. Just got to put a drive together and get down the field.
And some you saw there, we had London Little as the right running back, and Dominic Vagley faked outside zone to his left and did a bootleg, and I heard this Salem coach down here yelling 28 up top, 28 up top, and that means he thought London was going to get the ball outside, but that's just a nice decoy play to get the linebackers and defensive backs going in one motion, and then having Dom Vagley bootleg out of that, having 2 or 3 guys coming across field to throw the ball down the field to. So good call there by Coach Horner, and just tough to see a holding call there.
So it's going to be a 10-yard from the spot of the foul, bring up a second down and a country mile that we will bring to you at the start of the second quarter. Salem leads after 6-0 from Jim Fink Field in Salem, Illinois. We will be back after a moment.
At the end of the first quarter.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Salem currently leading the Columbia Eagles 6-0 as each team 1-1.
Second down for the Eagles.
Columbia trying to avoid going 1-2 for the first time since 2005. Second down and 22 from the Eagles 8. Going to hand the ball off to McConaughey. He's just going to go right up the middle, put his head down. He's going to gain a couple. That's going to bring up a third down and 12. That's a heck of a lot better than third down and 22.
Yeah, smart there by Coach Horner. Just keep it on the ground. Don't want to force anything here. Don't want to force another turnover inside their red zone to where they could have an easy score again. But yeah, sets up a nice third and 13 instead of a third and 23.
Trips to the left side, running back left. Salem going to have 3 down linemen. They're going to send a linebacker on a blitz. Dom's looking deep to Wibbs. He's got Wibbs. Wibbs got a first down and then some. Keep yourself moving, Wibbs. Hey, remember when we said you didn't make too many catches earlier in the game? You needed that one, and we got it. Good job, Adam Wibbemeyer.
Well, yeah, with that too, you have London Little who's occupying 2 defensive guys because just how good he is and how explosive he can be. Throwing him out as a decoy like we just did there, just running a little bubble route, made a little space for Adam Webmeyer to get right in a little seam and for Vaguely to throw a nice pass in there.
Good for 30 yards and a first down. We're going to hand the ball off this time to McConaughey, who's going to get stopped up by number 28, London Little, and Schrader. Just got caught up in each other and stopped the play before it even really got started. I like that play, though, called on Coach Horner's part. Didn't seem to be a safety. When I looked at the last second, I don't know if they were just doing a man-free kind of deal or what the deal was, but no safety in the field. And I'd like to see us take a little more shots down deep field, especially with Dominic Vagley's arm that he has.
Yeah. Also seen a little bit more of a tempo here with the Eagles after that last play there by Webbemeyer and then that run there to the right.
Going to be doubles, just going to be quick hitches. It's going to be an out route by Little, who's going to get 9, maybe 10. Just a quick Alabama there is what we would call it. Simple arrows. Going to be a foul, turns into
Sean Bailey.
8 or 9 yard gain.
8 or 9 yards. Going to bring up a third down and 1. You hear Coach Horner calling for heavy as a minute and a half has gone out of the second quarter.
It's third down. 1 to go.
This Wildcat
4-yard line.
PA announcer, he's got the voice. He's trying to get everybody in it. And
yeah, it's like
the fans and the players just don't get into it.
Yeah, I know. Looks like there's going to be a timeout.
Eagles.
Columbia calls a timeout.
This guy shouldn't be doing Salem Wildcat football. He's got the voice. I like it. 3rd and 1, what are you doing here? You just going power?
I think so. I think you saw it on that last time we had a 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1 down here on this 20-yard line. And heavy is pretty tough to stop whenever you have more guys on the right side than more guys on the left side, and you just run straight power. I mean, it's pretty hard to not just get a yard, I think, in my opinion. I mean, but yeah, I think you just run power to the right side with McConaughey or London Little, and just get a yard and keep your drive moving.
And it's not like we're trying to fool anybody by what's happened. I think Heavy's had the same 5 main plays for the last 15 years.
Yeah.
So you watch your film, you know what's coming. But like you said, whenever you just got to get a yard and you line it up the way we line up, should be able to get your yard.
Especially when you've had more power running backs in the past, like Charles Ferris, Colton Bird, John Heineken. I can name a few, but this heavy stuff for a running back like that is huge.
Heavy, we're going to go blast right up the middle to McConaughey. Good for 8 yards. They blew it dead already. Wish they wouldn't have. London picked it up. He would have taken it in.
He's the ball carrier.
First down for the Eagles. Good job there getting the 8 yards, getting the first down. That would not have been a fumble, though, or a down. London would have taken it to the house.
Eagles must have ate some popcorn on the way up here.
Yeah.
Ah, dang.
Thank you to Emos. Speaking of eating, thank you to Emos for getting sandwiches ready for the Eagles on their trip here. We're going to go heavy again. It worked last time. Let it work again. Gets tripped up in the backfield, but he tries to bend it outside as McConaughey, where he gets thrown out of bounds after about a 2-yard gain.
Slow to get up over there is McConaughey. You can hear some of the Columbia fans over there not happy with the late throw there by a Salem player after it looked like it could have been out of bounds. But
so it's a 2-yard gain for the Eagles. Brings up 2nd down and 8. We got the coaches. They're all unhappy with what's going on in the press box. The officials are trying to get the play clock set.
Still kind of dead here, though. Not too many.
We'll call it a sniffer back to the left. 2 running backs for the Eagles. 2nd down and 6. Going to be a handoff. They're going to get to the right side. Going to be close to a first down.
Air 2 trained the ball carrier.
2 train on the carry that time.
Was it?
Going to bring up a 3rd down and 1. But if you look over at the down marker, they got him. He's probably going to be switching it to 4th because he had it on 3rd.
Looks like.
So 3rd down and 1. Let's see if he's got it figured out. Last play was 3rd down. 3rd down and 2.
It's 3rd down. 2 to go.
3 down linemen for the Wildcats. But they're right up front on top of the ball. 3 linebackers as well. Trips to the left side for the Eagles. We're going to hand it off right up the middle as McConaughey, and he's going to get enough yards for the first down.
Now McConaughey, the ball carrier.
Keep the drive moving, Jared.
Yeah, that's all you can do. I mean, we've seen it. If I were Coach Horner right now, I would have my heavy in there still. You've seen they've only ran 2 or 3 plays, and they've got 4 or 5 yards out of each play. So if I were Coach Horner, I'd keep running the ball. If not heavy, I'd keep running the ball if it's with McConaughey or London Little. But this drive looks a lot better than our previous drives. Offensive line looks to be working a lot harder and getting to their blocks a lot easier.
Absolutely. I like this drive that we got going on. Doubles, running back left, going to be a pass to the left. He's looking London deep into the corner. Now Dom's going to have to scramble. He's got the right side. He's going to get to the sideline. He's going to keep his feet moving.
That ain't a late hit, what?
Columbia's still wanting some extra tackling going on the sideline.
Number 21, Bryson Quinn.
Almost took a shot to the head, too.
Dom's not afraid to go out there as a sophomore.
He ain't.
He's going to put his head down and he's going to make some plays.
Got to protect your players, though. Always.
Going to bring up a 2nd down and 2. 8 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in the first half.
2 to go.
Columbia still trailing 6-0 here in Salem.
Yeah, London had his arms flailing over here in the corner on that last play.
I'd like the same play again. We're going to hand it off up the middle, though. It's going to be pulled by
Fake
Dom.
bubble
Fakes the bubble route, keeps his feet moving.
Attaboy.
Good for 8 yards. Matt Kripp, let him know it's a first down over there, big guy. We gave Kripp some trouble last week. Had a muddy ball. Kripp was like 10, 20 yards down the field, waving his towel around. The officials wanted a ball. He was nowhere to be seen.
That's something you don't see a lot from Matt Kripp.
Oh.
He's always usually right on top of it.
Well, he's spoiled now. We got the turf. He's not used to it, and that's what Coach Jermaine was saying. He goes, you're spoiled. You don't have to worry about muddy ball anymore.
1st and goal for the Eagles.
But like you saw there on that last play, Vaguely did a great job of faking that bubble route to force that linebacker to go out with the wide receiver and cut up field to get a first down.
Salem calls a timeout.
And just that little quick pump fake out of Dominic was enough to just throw the play off a little bit.
And that's what you're seeing a lot with a lot more like college and even NFL teams now. More mobile quarterbacks. Over the past couple years, you've seen a lot of running quarterbacks come into the league. I just think quarterback styles are changing every year, and you're not really going to find a lot of pocket passers anymore that are just going to sit in the pocket and sling it around with a strong arm. You're going to see. I feel like you're going to see a lot more power running back quarterback types, 2 tandem quarterbacks that has really taken over the game. That can really have a big impact on the game.
Yeah, the days of the Tom Brady and Peyton Mannings of just sitting back there and dissecting you all the way down the field are over.
Yeah. That's something nice to see with the Columbia quarterbacks. I mean, you got 2 tandem quarterbacks like McLaren. I mean, you've seen him. He's put up great numbers already this year with a perfect passer rating in week 1. Had 200 passing yards last week. And Vaguely can do it on the ground.
First down and goal from the Eagles from the 10-yard line. Going to be another arrow right to London Little, who's going to catch it and get upfield. He's going to get in for a Columbia Eagles touchdown. Out of the timeout. I love that. You come out of a timeout and say, hey, this is what we're going to do. You get it done.
That's one of the – we've probably seen that play 3 or 4 times already tonight to London Little. I bet you he's already got at least 8, 9 touches in this game. Great play call there by Coach Horner to just get it out of Vaguely's hands quick and get it in your best player's hands for a touchdown.
London Little with his 6th touchdown on the year. Everybody else has 4 combined on the season.
For Columbia, number 23, Adam Wibbenmeyer.
This one for the lead.
Adam Webb, good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and it is crushed through the uprights, and it is good. So Columbia takes the lead 7-6 with 8 minutes to go in the first half. We'll send it to a break, and we will be back after a short minute. Eagles lead the Salem Wildcats 7-6 here at Jim Fink Field. Each team coming in at 1-1 this year. Columbia trying to avoid going 1-2 for the first time since 2005, trying to stay above 500. Since 2010, you hear Coach Kendall saying, "Fly down there, let's go." We need to get something going over here on the sideline.
Yeah, over there it's a little quiet. You still don't see that much energy after a big drive there. Great drive by the Columbia Eagles offense. So. Look to see somebody fly down and make a big hit here, maybe force a fumble.
Wibbs with a low kick that's going to be picked up at about the 16-yard line. Good pursuit by the Eagles zone. Good coverage to get down there. But going to make a couple moves are the Wildcats, number 2. Going to get all the way down to the 45-yard line. Columbia had good pursuit, just didn't make a tackle when they needed to.
Caden B. He played when I was a senior. He was either a sophomore or a freshman when I was a senior. I guarantee it. I remember that name. Caden B. Number 2.
Sound familiar?
Yeah, I'll be darned if that's him.
Caden B is a junior, 6 foot.
He's a junior?
195 pounds.
So he would have been, what, a freshman when I was a senior?
Is that how that works?
10 for the Wildcats. Ball thrown, 46-yard line.
Let us know where you're listening and watching from tonight. Like I said, we are running off of a makeshift setup up here and a cell phone service, so please bear with us. Doubles to the left side, tight end right, sniffer back left. They're going to hand it off and run left, and it's going to be sniffed out by Wibb.
Had a boy, Wibby.
Now I like what's going on here after that play right there.
Mitchell, the ball carrier.
Wibby, great job there to just get power through the line, and all you got to do is get your hands on him and slow him down a little bit, and your teammates will be there to help you bring him down, and that's what Wibby did there. Just slowed him down enough to get 2 or 3, 4 more hands on him, and enough to bring him down for a loss of 1.
Second down, 11 to
Sniffed out right away, like you said, and you're getting blocked by a lineman who's bigger than you, and you just kind of shove him out of the way and say, I don't need to worry about you right now, and get the tackle in the backfield. Doubles the right side. Tight end left, sniffer back right. Going to hand the ball off to the right. They're going to be nowhere to go again, but they're going to make something out of nothing.
There's a penalty flag.
There's a penalty flag on the field. Going to be a gain of 5. I thought I saw the guy's helmet kind of go back like a face mask, and that is what the white hat is showing. You saw his head kind of snap back real quick to the left. So that'll be a 5-yard penalty, correct? Because it is not a major penalty?
I believe so. Ref's taking his steps now. 3, 4, 5. Yep, 5-yard penalty. Bring up about a, second and 4?
2?
3, 2?
1? Second down and 2, we'll call it. They got first down on the block over there, though. It wasn't first down last play either.
Ref's discussing. Should be second down over there, I believe. No, I guess it's for. I guess it's reset of downs.
No, it should be second down.
I believe it should be second down.
It's second down and 1.
Second and 2.
Trips to the left side. Yeah, second down and 2. Trips to the left side. Running back right. Split out right to ourselves, closest to us here. 6:30 remaining in the first half. in Salem. They're going to hand the ball off to the left side to number 28.
Force it
look at the
in.
pursuit by the Columbia Eagles defense.
Oh, yeah.
And look at London Little making a tackle, going low, getting a play in the backfield.
Bailey, the ball carrier.
So Oliver Schrader there, he was close to cutting them off, but London Little did a great job of just flying downfield, and he makes some great ankle tackles. He can get there in a flash, and he'll break down and just dive straight at your feet, and that's something very special that somebody can do.
And he doesn't miss either.
No, he doesn't.
It's not like he just
doesn't
goes
whiff.
flying
No, he
by you.
doesn't.
It's 3rd down and 6. I think that's what the officials are getting together with. So you had the first play that we made the tackle in the backfield by Wibbs. Now is it a replay of downs, though? That would be the only thing on that face mask call.
Yeah, because they got 2nd down over here on the field, and then they have 3rd down over here on the scoreboard.
It's only a matter of time until Coach Horner or Coach Jerome.
And we had last week. We even got a little mess with our scoreboard and our clock management. So
It should be 3rd down, right? Should be 3rd down. Columbia's telling them it should be 3rd down. Look at that. We got 3rd down now. Been a struggle over there so far.
It's 3rd down. 6 to go on the Wildcat 49-yard line.
3rd down and 6. Columbia got 4 men down, 2 linebackers. Salem going to have trips to the left, send a man in motion. Now we'll be in doubles. Running back to the right side. Going to be a pump fake to the right. Going to be a quick screen sniffed out by a couple of Columbia Eagles.
nice, Vaguely.
And Vaguely steps up, makes the tackle.
Pass is complete.
2 or 3 yards, but not anything for a first down. Whoever that defensive end was over there stopped right away, had it sniffed out, and they just threw it over the top of his head.
Yeah, that's something huge because your D-backs cannot fall asleep there in that position, and Dom Vaguely did a great job of staying home, not following his man all the way across the field. His man went in motion, and he stayed home, bumped it out to Malding out on this side, and good enough for Vaguely to stay home and only make it a 2-yard gain.
That defensive end over there is number 65, Owen Brewer. Great job. Ball goes away. Stay where you are. Don't follow the football. There's a reason you got through that quick. Trips to the left side. Going to be a quick pass to the right side. Just a quick hitch.
Here we go. Turnover on downs. Eagle ball.
Number 2 wanted the ball to come in. Quarterback wanted him to go out. Turnover on downs for the Eagles. Great field position to start off this drive here with 5 minutes to go in the first half.
And off a great drive we had last possession. I feel like Coach Horner is definitely going to run the clock here. He's got 5 minutes to work. Did we kick off first or we get ball first?
I believe we kicked.
Yeah, we did kick. We did kick. So if we can get some points up here right before halftime and get the ball back at halftime, that'd be that's some big points here to finish this first half.
You had 20-7. I had 35-14. Sending London in motion to the right side. Going to be a handoff. He's going to follow a lead block in McConaughey. He's going to make one man miss. He's going to get spun around. He's going to keep his feet moving. He hits
finally
the ground.
got one.
London hit the ground there, and they continued to play the play out. That's going to be a late hit, unnecessary roughness. I don't know what you would call it. It's going to be more yards for the Eagles. That's what I call it.
London did a great job there, just keeping his feet running. Looked like he was going to get brought down after only a 3-4 yard gain, and he turned it into about an 8-9 yard gain. We're going to add some more yards on here after the refs discuss and talk about that late hit.
Going to be a late hit on the Wildcats. Going to be a 15-yard penalty, correct?
Should be.
Looks like it. So Columbia in one play goes from their own 47-yard line all the way down to the Wildcat 29.
That's a good drive starter.
Yeah, no kidding. I like this little formation we got here. We got 2 running backs in the backfield. Oliver Schrader, we'll call him a sniffer back. Sending London in motion once again. Going to hand the ball off to McConaughey, who's going to bust out wide. He's going to gain a couple. Only problem with that play there, though, they want to go up the middle. They just don't have anywhere to go.
Yeah, he could have lost about 2-3 yards there, but great vision by McConaughey there to have some great footwork and great vision to just put his left foot in the ground and bounce it outside.
Second down, 6.
Turned a 2-yard loss into a 3-yard gain. So great job by McConaughey of turning negative into positive.
You look at this play here. Safety playing on London is 15 yards deep. Turn to throw it to him, but we're going to go the other way. We're going to fake the bubble. We got the go down to Malding in the end zone. We got a Columbia Eagles touchdown on a great ball by Dominic Vagley for a 26-yard Columbia Eagles touchdown.
That was the softest hands I've ever seen, too. Malding looked like it was going to be a little over his head. Malding with a great sprawl out to get it and sliding catch. Great throw by Dom Vagley, the sophomore, and that's a touchdown for the Eagles.
I really like Andrew Malding, too. As quiet as he is, you never see him. You never says anything to you. But he gets everything done that you need him to get done.
Exactly. That's all you can ask for.
So Columbia takes the lead 13-6, 4 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the first half. Wibby on for the PAT. We got a movement on the right side. Now we got a bunch of movement once the officials blew the whistles.
All start offense.
You hear Coach Horner go, you can't move. So it's going to be a 5-yard loss. We'll try it again. Look at these field goal posts that Salem has here too.
Yeah,
looks like they.
Ones.
Yeah, it looks like they just bought one upright and cut it in half and said this will work. We'll just go ahead and stick both of these on here.
For Columbia number 23, Adam Whittemire.
Playing flick paper ball or paper football.
So we'll try it again.
Nice
High snap gets got down, but it's going to be pulled to the left side.
Is no good.
Coach Kendall not happy as he's walking the other way, shaking his head. Columbia leads it 13-6, 4 minutes and 5 seconds. We will go to a break and we will be right back after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Week 3 Cahokia Conference battle between the 1-1 Eagles and the 1-1 Wildcats. Columbia just went 52 yards and 54 seconds, I think we said.
54 seconds, something like that.
Capped off by a beautiful ball and catch by Dominic Vagley and Andrew Malding. Wib doesn't have to worry about kicking into the wind this time. We should get this inside the 10 at least.
Was that drive the same play Wibby caught that big pass on that 3rd and about 13 also? I think it was.
I don't remember. Short-term memory. High kick by Wib. It's going to be a bunch of Eagles down there, but they all lose contain except number 22, Oliver Schrader. Good thing he was there. If he doesn't make that tackle, I don't know what's going to happen.
Wibby's the last guy that was going to be able to catch him, and that guy had a lick of speed coming. So good job to tackle him there, short of the 40-yard line, but definitely got to do a better job of containing him and not letting up so many yards on kickoffs.
Did a great job getting down the field. We just over-pursued kind of deal and got past the ball carrier. So Salem will start from their 39-yard line. Try to claw back into this game. They've moved the ball, had turnovers, and their lone touchdown came when they started inside of our 10-yard line. Going to be a bootleg to their right side, trying to cut everybody across. There's going to be a hitch by number 2. He's going to be caught.
Passes complete to number 2.
Good for about 15 yards and a first down.
14, Colin Seigan.
It was a pretty good route there by number 2. He ran, I think it was two-train. Ran two-train all the way back and just put his foot in the ground, came back to the football.
Yeah, he almost ran like a sideline hitch route over here, and he runs pretty good routes. I've been watching him a little bit because he's got a lot of speed to him, and he runs really good routes. He put his foot down in the grass, and two-train had to get out of a break there not quick enough before Caden B was able to make a good catch and get away from him for a first down.
Doubles to the left side. Sniffer back left. Big kid over there. Going to hand the ball off to number 44. Who's just going to get run right into the back of his lineman. Maybe get a yard or two out of it. And nothing more. For as big as number 24 is for the Wildcats, 6'5", 220. He really didn't do too much, and that's somebody I'd want being my lead blocker.
Yeah,
He just
no kidding.
didn't move anybody out of the way.
And we've seen this defensive line and linebackers after that first drive. Looks like Coach Jermaine maybe got into them a little bit. And these last couple drives for this Columbia defense is starting to fill a lot more gaps by the linebackers and defensive line, making a lot more tackles.
7 guys in the box for the Eagles, and they're going to lose contain just a bit. Going to be a good gain for about 10, 12 yards. Good for a Wildcat first down.
As I say that, they run around the right side for a first down.
That happens.
Tackled by Columbia, number 20, Andrew Moulding. Not before enough yardage for a Wildcat. First down!
Looked like 75, Dawson Sukup, and 15, Colin McLaren were there to make that tackle.
First and 10 for the Wildcats. On the Eagle, 34-yard line.
2 minutes, 54 seconds, or 50 seconds rather, remaining. Columbia leads at 13-6 in the first half. Doubles to the right side, sniffer back right, hands the ball off, and he's not going to get anything.
Stuffed.
Great job by number 77.
Mason Kohlenberger.
Tackled by Columbia, number 77.
He was in the backfield before the play even started.
He blew up I think it was the left tackle that he's over, and he went right through him and stood right there and basically caught the running back for no gain. He's
Coach,
a pretty big boy, Mason Kohlenberger.
Yeah, he is.
11 to go on the Eagle.
That's a big nose guard that you like right there.
is.
Clogs everything up. Coach Jermaine saying, come on, Garrett, come on, Garrett. Let's see what Garrett Poulter's going to do on this play. Send a man in motion to the right side. Going to be a botch play. Wanted a play action. It's going to be intercepted by Dominic Vagley. He's reading the quarterback's eyes, steps up, gets the interception, gets a couple yards.
That a boy.
Columbia, number 12, Dominic Vagley. Tackled by Wildcat, number 22.
That was a nice read there by Dom. Yeah, I don't even think that quarterback saw him.
I don't think so either.
Vaguely was a safety that was playing about 12 to 15 yards off the ball there. And he kind of just, I didn't even see what route this guy ran. I think he ran like a little 15 to 17-yard out route, and Vaguely went right across his face and made a great play on the ball. And that's a big play for the Eagles. See if we can run this clock out and get the ball back at halftime. Coming out in heavy set here.
London, the split out receiver, Dom under center. He's going to turn around, hand the ball off to McConaughey. He's going to bust it to the outside. He gets the outside, and he's going to be slung down by a Salem Wildcat.
Kyle McConaughey, the ball carrier.
Flag thrown.
Flag on the play.
Flag on the play.
37-yard line.
Number 63 for the Eagles, Grant Matheny, was about 10 yards down the field, and they are going to call a holding penalty on him.
Offense.
A lineman 10 yards downfield.
And look, yeah, it looked like two guys were going at it. Grant Matheny was laying on top of number 24, so they must have been going at it there on that last play. But if you're Coach Horner here, you definitely do not want a turnover with only a minute 42 left here in this first half. The turnover would absolutely kill you here, as we've seen it we saw it in the first 5 minutes of the game, turning it over inside our own 5-yard line. So definitely do not want to see a fumble or a muffed snap to the quarterback here on this next play.
This is a good thing here. A lot of Blue Jay teams now do go under center, so it's not like you get going to be a reverse handoff this time to McConaughey, who's going to gain a couple yards. Not going to get much of anything.
McConaughey, the ball carrier.
I don't know why Salem isn't calling timeouts unless they don't have any.
Yeah, I think they've only called one.
So to bring up a second down and 10 and a half with under 1 minute to go in the first half. When we go into halftime, we will once again do our coach's corner, our senior spotlight, recap the first half, and much, much more. Maybe not much, much more. Let us know where you're listening from, where you're watching from. I believe it's. Let us know who's all up there watching up there. Heavy formation for the Eagles for what should be the last play of the half. Going to be a turnaround, hand off to McConaughey, who's not going to get anything.
Now McConaughey, the ball carrier.
Maybe a yard, and that's about it.
Tackled by Salem number 44, Keaton Mitchell.
So after a slow start, Columbia going to take a 13-6 lead into the halftime. Not a very clean half.
Especially after, fumbling inside your own 5 and then fumbling the ball into the end zone. I mean, having a touchdown basically taken away from you. Still going into the half up 7. I'll take it.
Columbia, 13.
Absolutely. We got a lot to improve on. Coach Horner, Coach Jermaine, you got your work cut out for you in halftime. We will be back. Columbia is leading 13-6 as we head into halftime here at